Good morning or whatever y'all say out here. Yo, this is Pop Life. What up?
And this is Chokolate from 2 and 4.
Word up. And we are first serve. That's what we are doing. And you are here checking out GermanRhymes.de. All right? Peace. Yeah, I mean, what help makes us different, honestly, is just that, well, I mean, life experiences, different fams and all that makes us different. But I think what makes us successful in terms of being different is that we allow each person to be who they are and add that to what we're doing. If it was just about, this one person is different, but, we all going to conform, to the same way of thinking just for this project, I think that could sometimes lend to things not going the way you wanted to if it happens that way. But I think what has led to us being blessed to be successful is that we are different and we allow we allow all that to just be a part of it, so it can, like, maybe whatever he learned or know, it reached this crowd of people, whatever I choose to write about in from my experiences, or reach this set of people and bring us all together. You know what I'm saying? We can always have like disagreements, but I mean, it's always love. I mean, it ain't like necessarily, fist fights or anything crazy like that. It's just that, we can have a different way of seeing things. But like I'm saying, we all trying to get to the same goal. It isn't like a difference of, I want to work, he doesn't want to work. It's like we all want to work. It's just that we all have a different way of seeing how to get there. And I think we try to implement each way. I mean, it's no different with Chalk. It's like, whatever he sees to get to the goal, he may have a different way due to where he grew up and what he's experienced, but we just all try to lend all of it to get there quicker.
Well, we met in the streets in Paris, in Barbès, 18th district in the north, place where I live, and we're at a cafe with Khalid, like all French do, and they were rhyming in the streets, and they were freestyling with a little break dancer, Yaku, little Yaku, and with a ghetto blaster, and we were searching for talented people, and that was it. They were these talented people. No. No internet. We recorded during 3 weeks and a half in Paris, in a studio, and then when the guys went back to the US, we worked on live instruments to finish the album, to replay all the music, because it was loops at the beginning.
I mean, I'm a pretty good dude. I mean, it ain't like some corny situation where you would hear somebody be like, I'll be robbing and stealing. I don't be robbing and stealing nobody. I'm too intelligent for that. I mean, it's just that music is where I want it to be, and that's where my life is. I mean, if I wasn't doing this, I would be still in, furthering myself in college, as me and Dean was doing before we realized that the dreams of being in this group could happen. We would have just been furthering ourselves with education. I mean, that's where our parents was able to keep us on that straight and narrow. We understood and understand the streets, but we weren't necessarily trying to be some idiots just living in it, acting like there's no other way to be. We definitely saw the goals. It's just that music is our plan A. That was our plan A. It wasn't about a plan B, but that doesn't mean I don't want to be a bum in the street if plan A didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? mean, a lot of it can be luck as well, because it's just about lucking up at the right place at the right time. It wasn't strategic that we happened to be in the streets and then run into them. So that in itself is a little bit of luck with a little bit of fate as well. So those unknown variables to yourself is always a big part, you know, of our lives. I mean, the fact that we was able to be talented enough to, when the challenge or that moment presented ourselves, we lived up to it to then do what we need to do with them. That's what's great, and that's what's needed. Like, when those moments come your way, you got to know how to see them and then show and prove, you know. But like you said, it's definitely luck. It's definitely fate that plays a part in the mixture of where someone's life is. I mean, with even the group name, like First Serve, we just trying to serve what we feel, excuse me, from lyrics to music, but just even in terms of us getting our fair share and our fair serve. So yeah, right. It is about the dream. It is about what we want to live. Even in my name, Pop Life is about living a life that I feel is more than what I had before this game. So whether it's something as simple as, yo, I just want more, I want a good job, I want to live right, I want to find the right woman, blah, blah, blah. It is the dream itself of like, yo, I want right by the goals or that I'm putting in to get the reward of what my country has to offer. So I think everyone can live under that as a child or a kid, I mean, or a young person, but you still got to put in the work. I mean, that's the problem. That could be in America or any country. You can say what you want, but if you're not going to work towards it, you're not going to get. I mean, one thing you learn quick in the business that we're part of, you only get what you negotiate. You don't get what you don't get what your talent, you know, say you deserve. Like, I could be like, yo, I can rhyme, or I can make music, or he can make music. That doesn't mean we're going to get a 6-figure deal. It's going to be what we negotiate. So you got to be able to negotiate with yourself as a person. Like, yo, I got to put the work in. If I feel like this government needs to change, then I need to be a part of an organization that's going to help change it. I'm going to support a candidate that's going to change it, opposed to just always taking the view like, you know what, he's not speaking for us, so I'm not voting. No, well, you still need to make him or them realize that your vote, your word, your ways count, and it'll help them come to a compromise on what they need to do, so we can all meet as a people and as a government at the same place and make a change. I think with doubts, man, you just always gotta sometimes realize, man, that losing can be a part of the bigger picture of when you win. Sometimes it's just not your time to win. And for me, the word win can't even exist without the word lose. Like, I think how we were saying earlier, for somebody to win, that means someone has to lose. So, I mean, there's always going to be doubt in what you want. There's always going to be doubt in whether you're going to make it or not. But I just think you got to always keep your foot forward and keep pushing, because around the corner, you got to realize that, yo, there's someone who didn't even make it as far as you made it. I think what's great about us is that we realized that there was people who we can feel that is even better than us at rhyming or putting beats together, and they didn't even try because they doubted the fact that it could really be anything for them. We never doubted it. We may doubt like, well, will someone recognize this talent we have? But we never doubted that we had the talent, you know. So I think that's what we put forth. No, I would definitely want them to follow their dreams, but you're right. I mean, like what I can wish or what I can see myself do, rightfully so, looking through the views of as a parent, I'm gonna probably like want my kids to have a plan B, no different than my parents did. My parents didn't want me to do this. You know what I'm saying? My parents were like, what are you talking about? Rhyming, you know, a group. What are you talking about? You need to go get a job down the street or stay in school. So I understand. I mean, like, I'm not upset the way my parents approached it because me being, if I was a parent, I would understand that I'm only saying that out of love for my child and I want the best. But I think for me to be a part of the business and know what's bad about it and what's good about it, if my child wanted to be a part of it, I would welcome it. And I would feel that he or she would have an upper hand because I can tell them what to avoid, what to go for, what to put your time into. So I would allow them to do it. I mean, you can get in on this too, but I mean, like, it ain't really about it being a happy ending. It's just about a story that within the end, you're looking to see more. Like, it's like a story that's ongoing. It can be a cliffhanger. It can be like, okay, so that was dope. That was great. But what else is going to come? I don't think it's just a simple closeout happy ending and what it needs to be. The story is still being written as we speak. I just personally would know that within the middle, leading up to where the cliffhanger is going to be, I just would just hope that some beautiful women would be involved, and a shootout that I can live through. I don't necessarily have to hold a gun. I just got to be the one that's seen it happen, duck. But like good times, man. That's what, honestly, without having too much fun with it, having a good time and learn from it, and even within a bad time, just learn from it as well.
Well, I met Khalid in DMC championship in DMC school, and he was my teacher in Scratch, Don't Liblism, and we start to produce music like 5 years ago, and that's it. And this is our first big project, and we built a label to go with this project, which called Just Grow Records. Is is the first name? Yeah, Jacob and Dean.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who gets that to happen? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We got several plans to tour in the first time. Yeah, we're gonna do more video
touring, a crib in Berlin, because Berlin is fun.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know that. I know. Well, the weather. I mean, like, it just has its own scene. I mean, me being from New York, yeah, every place could have its scene, but I just think that for someone coming from somewhere else, I can feel at home with, like, all right, yo, I can go to a party, or yo, I can go and try to, like, see a museum or check out the education. Like, it truly has it, to me, for a city, it has its own pulse, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the same as New York, but it has a pulse that I relate to, and then I can feel at home in. I feel comfortable here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can be like, all right, yeah. I mean, like, if I was home, this would be comparable to it. If I was here, it would be comparable. So I have a lot of good times when I come through to Berlin. I mean, definitely. I mean, that's what, honestly, we're here to do, this to continue to promote the love for this music we have as a group, as First Serve. I mean, we definitely want to tour. We definitely want to let people get to see a live version of what they hopefully will enjoy and experience on this album. I mean, and, like, God willing, if they love it, we'll keep serving them more. Like, that's what First Serve do, to serve this music and have a good time with it.
Yeah, okay. We got a lot of influences on this album. Some soul music, some hip hop from the 90s, some more modern music like electronic music. I listen to a lot of electronic music right now, but also some French singer like Gainsbourg and Serge. And we got this French influence that changed the landscape of the music. It's not only soul music from the US and from the 70s. There is a lot of influences. I'm a big Prince fan, so I think that could be here listen to in my music, of course.
I mean, the native tongue dudes, man, they just a little too positive. I showed them love, but that's a little too positive for me. I mean, me personally, I mean, I love like, Nas, I love like Mobb Deep. They was from around the way, and like I understood exactly what they were talking about. But and me being from Queens and hearing their music, they could deliver it in such a like eloquent way as an MC. So I mean, that music is what really grabbed me. Like, even outside of Queens, what Wu-Tang was talking about, because it was like, all right, they talking something real street, but then something more than that, and the way the words were delivered was what I needed. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that to me is what really moved me.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Yo, good morning, or whatever y'all say out here. Yo, this is Pop Life right here. What's your name, bro?
I'm Chokolate from 2 and 4.
This is First Serve all day right now, and we are watching I Don't Fucking Remember.
What is it?